Blue Lock Chapter 311 review slash discussion. This is going to be the first time I'm actually doing one of these actual chapter reviews. So if you guys like this type of content, please remember to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll be sure to do more. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this chapter. So the chapter starts off just how the leak said, with Isagi absolutely frying Nico and the rest of the Blue Lockers in a scrimmage and probably getting the game-winning goal, scoring a nice, beautiful direct shot volley. After he scores, Isagi is literally not satisfied by the goal and tells Hiyori that you're one tempo late, Hiyori. If you don't send that cross earlier at the world's top level, you're getting blocked right there. Hiyori says, okay, I get what you're saying, but I can't pull all that off right away. I'm not a robot, you know? I'll break down before our match even starts. Then Karasu butts in by saying, yeah, Isagi, you're asking for too much. Isagi says, huh? And if you look at Isagi's face here, yo, he looks absolutely pissed. Like, why is he so mad all of a sudden? Isagi villain or question mark starting now. Isagi then absolutely starts frying Karasu by saying, what kind of lukewarm crap are you saying? Our goal is to win it. Our goal is to win it all, right? What's wrong with pushing that vision onto him? Hiyori starts laughing and says, well, yeah, you're right about that. Karasu says, well, you could have put it in a softer way. Isagi then replies by saying, it's not like I meant to come out as harsh. I was just giving my opinion. Karasu says, then don't say lukewarm. Hiyori isn't slacking off or anything, dumbass. Bro, they're really going at it right now. Karasu, I did not know that you were really a ride or die for Hiyori like this, like at this level, but now I know for sure that you got Hiyori's back all the way through. And I'm not gonna lie, Karasu, this is not looking good for you or for Hiyori or for Isagi, because in one way I think Isagi, I've already made a video on this about how I think that he's gonna be going down a darker path for the rest of the story. Especially this arc is probably going to be the turning point, with my prediction being that Blue Lock is going to lose, and the main reason for Blue Lock losing is going to be the reason for Isagi's ideology change and complete change in demeanor throughout this arc. Aiku then stops the two, Karasu and Isagi, from fighting and tells them to chill out. Just then Rin walks by and says, Isagi, you really think you're the center of the team and everything's just gonna go your way, don't you? Do that after you've completely won against me, wannabe Demon King. Bro, Rin is always like, I don't know, it's only come to my mind now, but Rin in the last couple chapters has literally started moving like Shadow. If you guys know anything about Sonic or anything, Rin is just like Shadow. Like, he's in his full edge arc, bro. Like, this guy is so edgy nowadays, it's actually crazy. Right at that moment, Burutsuda comes into the training facility and Ego asks him, what exactly are you doing here? Didn't I ask you not to come to the field? Burutsuda then replies by saying, no, I won't interfere with your soccer. It's just a nice greeting. Hello, Blue Lock. I thought it would be better to tell them about the promise me and you made. Knowing this would boost their motivation as well, wouldn't it? Burutsuda is obviously talking about the promise that he told us in the previous chapters, that he told Nagi he's allowed to have 3 players of his choosing join the team. And I feel like I've already said in the leaks video, if you guys don't know, those 3 players are going to be revealed right now out of this moment. Burutsuda then explains to the rest of the Blue Lockers that there will be 26 spots and the last 3 spots will be decided by him and him alone, but one of the spots has already been chosen, which is Itoshi Sai. After hearing Itoshi Sai's name, Rin is just absolutely pissed. Like, he's like, no way, I'm gonna put my bro. Like, oh my gosh, guys, there is absolutely zero way that Kaneshiro pulls a fast one on us and just tells us that, oh yeah, Itoshi Sai isn't going to play in this tournament. Him telling us that Itoshi Sai is only joining in the knockouts is basically confirming to us that Blue Lock is going to make it to the knockout stage. Not that we already didn't know that, but it's basically confirming that yes, we will make it to that stage, and when we do, we will play a crazy team from the knockouts on. Burutsuda then goes on to the process about how to determine the next 2 members that he's going to pick, which he explains Blue Lock's Japan's final 2 spot survival selection, Side B, is about to begin. In this Side B, I'm gathering around 300 young talents once again, and will be streaming the heated battles on BLTV with extra pay-per-view, pumping up Japanese soccer. Right at that moment though, Burutsuda shows everyone the name of the people who will be participating in this Side B project, and Kira's name is right there. And guys, I don't know about you guys, but this is pretty much confirming that Kira Ryunosuke is going to be joining Blue Lock once again. I've said this in my past theory that I made like a week ago, that I knew that this will happen. All the signs are pointing towards Kira, because realistically, who could Kaneshiro really bring back that would excite us? Like a new character, fine, whatever, but who could he really bring back that the fans have been asking for, the fans will be invested in? I feel like Kira's the only name he could have brought back, logically. And so now that he's coming back, I think it's pretty much confirmed that he is going to be the one that's coming back. Otherwise, why even put this page here? And there's a bunch of random characters surrounding him, so he's definitely one of the other people joining this side B and joining one of the Blue Lock U20 Japan spots. Burutsu then gives us a little bit more insight into the side B by saying, well, I'm planning for the 2 players who pass side B to be announced at the same time as the knockout stage lineup. So that means that these players will also not be participating in the group stage. From what I'm getting here, the guys who are get chosen, Seitoshi, Kira, and most likely Nagi, are not going to be playing in the group stage of the U20 World Cup. In other words, right when our beloved Sei joins the team, we'll hit the world with a massive news blast. So you better make it to the knockout stage, and even if you die, Blue Lock. So, guys, this, if it wasn't already confirmed, Kaneshiro is basically telling us this team's making it to the knockout stage no matter what. Like, we already knew that, but, you know, for the sake of tension, for the sake of stakes, you know, we like to guess. But Blue Lock's definitely making it past the group stage. We know that for sure. Now, with all these good players joining in the first round of the knockout stage, we're definitely, from my hypothesis, we're definitely going to have to play a tough team right from the round of 16. And I like that a lot because it means that in the group stage, we probably play second and not first. If you guys know anything about how football works, when you play second in a group instead of first, you usually play a team that places first in another group. So that means we're definitely going to play a difficult team in the first round, maybe the round of 32 or the round of 16, which is going to be very interesting. And the fact that I think that Japan is going to play second and barely qualify out this group. Burutsu then makes his exit and Isagi turns to Ego asking him, what was that? What's going to happen to Blue Lock? So Isagi is just very shook, and he's basically asking his father, like, hey, father, get all this under control. What the hell's going on? Ego then replies by saying, don't worry. It's simply just another option. The chairman's only thinking about making money. I'll use that to make you all stronger. Those who lock in Blue Lock can never play for Japan's national team. That's what happens to that rule if Kira comes back. Ego says, I won't use them. In the leaks, Ego said, it's up to me to use them, but here he's saying I just won't use them, like, period. He's just not going to use those players whatsoever, which is very interesting because what do we have to get pushed to use one of these players? I know Nagi will most definitely get in at one point. I think Ego, at least like unlike Kira and unlike maybe Itoshi Sai will get in too, but unlike Kira, I feel like Nagi and Itoshi Sai have their own incentives as to why they'll play. Like Itoshi Sai is too good to leave on the bench. And Nagi's just Nagi. You know, he's one of the main characters. It's not like him and Ego have some real beef. Like, Ego beefs Nagi for his satisfaction and ladiness. But, like, in reality, it's not like Ego really hates Nagi like that to the extent where he'd hate Kira, I think. Ego then continues on by saying, putting Itoshi Sai aside, there is no possibility that the players Burutsuda brought will outperform you all. The decision of using those players lies on me, not Burutsuda. So it's to assume that the Burutsuda route selection is also a part of Blue Lock. Yeah, it was an unexpected crap interference, but think of it that way. Besides, if we can't win the U20 World Cup, I will be exiled from Blue Lock. Hey man, I don't know about you guys, but this is all foreshadowing and setup for the eventual fall of Blue Lock in this arc. And guys, I think it's perfect because this setup is setting up for a big loss in this tournament, possibly resulting from Kira or Ego's mistake that he puts in Kira, maybe trusting him that he's actually gotten better. Maybe. You never know. Anything can happen. But I feel like this is all being set up to Blue Lock's inevitable destruction in this arc, Isagi's decline as a character, and everyone just going their separate ways, joining different clubs and just getting better and better and better as egoists. Ego then ends off his statement with this sick quote by saying, my situation isn't that different from you all. I won't change my ways. I will create the world's #1 striker. I'll put everything on the line to make Japan win the World Cup. Until this ego burns, I won't hand over Blue Lock to anyone. Ego is cold, man. Like, if you need someone at your wedding to deliver a cold introduction for you to walk out, or like a WWE fight, get Ego Jinpachi, man. He knows exactly what he's doing with these cold speeches to get people riled up. He knows what to do. Just before we cut off the scene, we finally get Ego saying the last statement of the training session and saying, "Now I will announce the regulars for the first round against Nigeria." And we immediately cut to the stadium fully packed, the day of the U20 World Cup's first day, and it looks like all the fans are coming in. We see Isagi's #1 fanboy coming out to ride out for his dogs. We see his parents. We see all these fans around the world in Japan coming to cheer on Team Japan. This is a beautiful sight to see. And in the final page of the chapter, we get to see Isagi Seishiro fully motivated, as it says 2 hours until the U20 World Cup starts, walking towards the stadium where he will light it up and just become the Blue Lock star, the star of this Blue Lock team. I know you guys are all thinking, oh, the star is going to be, Isagi, Baro, Rin. No, guys, the star of Blue Lock in this tournament is going to be Nagi Seishiro. Let me know if you guys want to see a tournament prediction video on performances, teams, and all that. But yeah, let me know you guys like this chapter, man. I really like this chapter. It gave us some good exposition about Blue Lock Side B and what it truly is. It also gave us the reveals about who these characters are actually going to be, and also gave us a little bit of insight into how Ego thinks about this whole situation and what his plan of action is going to be. Overall, I'll probably rate this chapter around like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. It was a good to great chapter. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What are your thoughts, predictions? I read all comments, so let me know. And yeah, man, I hope you guys all have a great day. Please remember to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.